Hi, this is Jacob from Identity Crisis talking to you about the newest Erlang shen quote unquote nerf, which, as you're going to learn really quick, it didn't really do much of anything. In fact, all it did is change the way you play the character. So let's get some levels in. So, if you've been paying attention at all, um, in the jungle role, you wanna, you wanna max your one. That's your normal wave clear. As a support, mm, you typically max your two, but three honestly is the best option of maxing out of support in solo roles because mink damage is 330 base plus some ridiculous amount of scaling plus attack speed or the 275 burst damage. That's a knockup that gives you 215 HP. Mink is just far superior when it comes to leveling. So hold on. All right. The only thing the changed, which is he no longer has hasten fatalis on his one. It's instead on his three. The change to this isn't very significant because it just changes the way you play it. He might not be played in the jungle very much anymore, but it's not gonna make him any less stronger of a god. They didn't change any of the numbers. They didn't change his chase down potential. Because this is what's gonna happen. You're in mid lane, you're farming, and you go, alright, he's rooted. Other mid laner, do damage. So now this guy's rooted while you're swatting at him. Let's say he's an Agni, and then oh no, he dashes away and then instantly stuns you. You mink at him. You mink at him, and you do this. You do that. This is just with 40 power. This is 40 power. And in 8 autos, I half health him. Along with my base stats, I'm not going to be really in any trouble, and if you're playing with anybody competent, like you're jungling with somebody, it's whatever. It's going to affect your wave clear a little bit, because this is phenomenal this is phenomenal jungle camp clear for junglers. But it's not going to change how strong the character is, it's just going to change how you play him. Because see, I can clear the jungle camp just fine with my 3. You're not really going to be like, as a jungler, you don't really clear camps alone very often. In fact, you only clear camps alone when like your mid laner dies, your support's dead, or your solo's dead, or everybody's dead, or you're invading by yourself. You don't do it by yourself. You always are with somebody in case you find like an opportunity. Look, 330 damage. So what the nerf really did was you just have to learn how to play Erlang Shen in a new playstyle. That's it. What they really need to do is they need to nerf his numbers. 35% attack speed is bonkers. Most Erlangs don't even pick up Warrior's Tabby. They pick up Ninja Tabby. So if I mink in at somebody and press 1, and there's about 8 autos right there. Did about 600, 700 damage. Let's be fair. Let's drop back down a little bit. Let's drop down to, all right. Let's say I am level 3, and for some reason I have all 3 of my levels. Oh, I wouldn't have boots at this time. Let's assume I'm playing jungle. So let's buy the items. I have boots 1, and I have Bumba's mask. Okay. So if I'm jungle right now, I root him, 71 damage. I mink him for 76. I press 1 and I auto him. The root cripple by itself lasts 1.3 seconds. When you have 700 HP, by the way, junglers don't have 700 HP. Most of them have about 500 right now. Typical health scaling on an assassin, they'd only have 500, 600 depending on who you are, not 700. Because Erlang Shen is a warrior, people are forgetting that he's a warrior, not an assassin. So, you root, you mink, you one, you don't suck, and you don't miss autos, and that is about 500 damage. And 2 seconds. Now, if you put that with anybody else, any competent mid laner, that person should be either poked out and have to go back to base or dead. It's really, and like this isn't a hard ability to hit. That's a level 3 raw. That's by myself. Oh wait, he was half HP. Let's wait. Let's wait for my cooldowns. All right, so I'm just waiting. 24, 24, 37, 30. Okay. It's what the weird. He has a weird attack progression. So I'm waiting. I'm jungling. So let's say he clears the wave, and most mages have at least 2 abilities that damage. Let's say I'm Scylla. I'm with Scylla, and he crushes the wave or whatever, and Ra's pushed up. He's crippled. I come in. I pop my 1. I half health him by myself. If my mid laner doesn't DR him and actually hits the Sikkim, that's about 3 seconds of cripple time. So he's forced to beads, right? So he beads. So we just do the exact same thing next wave. I guess I'm not being too fair. I'm not calculating in the other jungler, but when you're focusing one target down, it's really, really, really hard to like even care about other people's damage, because nobody outdamages Erlang Shen right now unless you get like a Thor double tap to like a Thanatos like Death Scythe. Like, it's not happening. This is level 3 damage. I'm level 3 with 0 power. Obviously, Hi-Rez isn't actually looking at what the problem is, which is his numbers. 85 damage right off the bat. 25 damage extra per hit. With mitigations, it's about 11. It's about 11, 12 damage. That's still 12 extra damage per hit. At level 1. 85 damage. Level 1. And 90 damage. 90 damage at level 1. Not 3 of his abilities don't have to have such high base damage at level 1. This is bonkers. And then taunt. He has a taunt. Don't forget that he has a taunt. So that's why this buff didn't do what actually needed to be done. The buff actually, in fact, didn't just change the way you played the character. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Icy Jacob saying peace.